Let's talk about the curb appeal real fast. This house is a good example. It's on a busy street, but even when you come up and look at it, got this, it's a great tree, but you can't see the house because of the tree. So if we just take some of these lower branches, raise it up, at least you can get a view of the house. We'll trim back our bushes, but then right as you come up on this house, a lot of it looks like it's half fallen apart. But much of that is just the siding, and where there's like layer after layer after layer of paint, the siding is not actually, a lot of it's in still good shape. We scrape that off and paint it, where now we can see the house. Roof's only like 2-3 years old, but no one notices it because they're still distracted by A, not being able to see the house, and then B, they see the siding on the front of the house and it's all looks like it's falling apart. Now, this part needs brand new siding, okay? No big deal. If we keep what we can keep and make it where you can see the house, then people will see the roof and that it's in great shape. It's only a couple years old. And we scrape off that siding, replace what is bad, and then repaint this. You go from like a 0 on curb appeal to at least a 7 or 8 with just a few of those changes. And it needs some trim work and a few other things. The other thing, it's not curb appeal, but it's the way people see this house. You walk to the back and it looks like the yard is really, really small. Well, it's not. They just have this carport that they turned into kind of like a little shed. But the carport, the metal structure is still in good shape. But if we take all this out, now when people come back, they're not thinking they have a tiny yard because you can actually see the yard, right? But right now they just can't see through because they've got this structure in here. So people are gonna judge that house as soon as they walk up to it. They're gonna start, as they're pulling up, they're already making their judgments, good, bad, whatever. Well, if A, they can't see it, that's gonna be a problem. B, you've got a relatively new roof, which is a highlight of your house, but they don't even notice or they don't even know it's there because other things are distracting them. And you don't spend some time on your initial impression, your initial curb appeal. There's some things that you do that doesn't cost a whole bunch. And then if you have a decent sized yard, something like this where you can at least show what you have by removing some of the less desirable stuff. And so people actually see that when they come in, you're setting a much better impression for selling the house. And then as they're feeling pretty good about it, then they go inside, you can show off with whatever else you've done to the inside of the house. But that initial impression, that initial curb appeal, lots of times doesn't cost you a ton of money, can make a huge difference. So let us know if we can do anything to help you out. 210-201-6644 or the website sellmysanantoniohouse.com.